Our greatest voids determine our greatest values, and my void was personal power. I felt totally vulnerable, totally helpless, totally disempowered.
Christmas 1986. I come home, I was playing with my friends in the schoolyard. It was a very cold day. I come home and then my father told me, I don't want you to live with me anymore. And it threw me out.
I went in for a routine procedure to get a stent put into my artery, and it went horribly wrong. And they were preparing defibrillators to get my heart started when it stopped. And I looked at the nurse and I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "Andre, you have just descended into critical and we are trying to save your life."
I grew up in a country that is torn by war. I was only 12 years old. It was a struggle for me to study, but I kept focus on my target to become an architect.
And in my case, it resulted from first having cancer and eventually losing everything because I didn't listen to what my body was telling me. And I ended up in a place where I had no choice but to listen to my heart.
My value, therefore, became personal power. And then I eventually found out that it wasn't about physical strength. It was about internal strength.
Negative experiences, there's always a positive to them. And I guess it's how you deal with it.
That constant demand of wanting a little bit of me time, balancing all of that with professional growth, opportunities, courses. It's been a real challenge over the years.
At some point I realised that I needed to self-care for me. Then so of course being outcomes driven, I chose a marathon to actually run. That gave me many moments of joy to actually realise that it was okay to self-care.
One of our motto is putting humanity back into business. It does mean putting the human in the centre of everything.
I don't want to use the word game changer because it's so much more than that. It's a change of culture, it's a change of an attitude, a value and a belief.
We care about your life, not just your business. I like people, and I think that people like to do business with people they like.
I think my passion and my drive comes from what I've been through in my own financial situation. That really shines through with how I do my job now in terms of explaining things to people so they understand what they're actually doing, not just sign a piece of paper.
It comes back to my father, that he struggled and he had no help. And I'm sure he didn't accomplish everything he set out to do.
The stat 8 out of 10 new businesses do fail. Now whether that's because they haven't planned the business well enough is mostly the case.
So if anyone wants to get into business, whether they're young or even if they're in their 50s and 60s, they've got to ask themselves the question, am I delivering whatever I'm delivering to a client or to a customer, am I solving a problem?
Announcing success is not born out of what we do. A lot of what we do can be done by anyone. It's how we do it, but more importantly, why we do it.
The growing of the business relies on the family and the people that are in the business. And we have an amazing team.
The things that I would say to budding entrepreneurs are, don't get stuck in the analysis phase, just get going.
You really need to go out and try. If they work, then build on it. But if you fail, then learn from it.
If there's no backup plan and you approach it differently because there's success or failure and nobody wants to fail.
Never hesitate, because hesitation causes pain. Don't limit yourself, because you limit your growth. Believe in who you are, because we believe in you.
Have a lot of patience, because that's what gets you through the hard times.
Having different perspectives, and whether it's a gender thing or not, you need those different people to ensure that you get the best solution to problems.
Stay authentic, stay genuine, and have that integrity. But most of all, don't lose your heart.
Everyone's calling in life is you're here to serve, you're here to look after people.
Never think about money, think about people. Think about how you can serve people, how you can make them happy, how you can make them feel comfortable, how you can make them feel confident. That's what it's all about.